Yo, once again, it's on. Back at you one more again. Real Kens TV in the house like kitchen sinks. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit that post notification. Anytime I bring you this action, this heat, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it. Now, with no further ado, let's get into this morning's video, if you will. I just got finished watching the Canelo fight. You know what I mean? Canelo wasn't much of a fight, man. You know what I mean? You could tell that Canelo wanted the knockout, but dude didn't want to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting to survive, to not get knocked out, because he knew if he threw them hands, Canelo was going to sleep him, man. You know what I mean? But shout out to both fighters, man. They fought hard. Canelo's just too skilled and too big. You know, he's too big for Charlo. And to be perfectly honest, Charlo, if he tries to go down to 154 and fight Crawford at some point, I think the results will be similar. He's just not, you know what I mean? He's just not in a class, man. These guys are special boxers. But at any rate, I just wanted to get that in. I was posed a question a couple days ago. And as a lot of you all know, if you don't know, now you know. A lot of my videos I come up with, they're not scripted. It just kind of depends on what's on my mind, what I'm thinking about. And also, a lot of people comment, send me messages asking me questions and things of that nature. So I try to answer their questions. And sometimes I put it in the format of a video when I answer their questions. So I had someone ask me a question. Do female correction officers really fall for inmates? He said that I was watching a show. I forget what the show was. And it was one of those shows to where, you know, it shows like the woman was working in the prison, you know, and then she fell head over heels for an inmate. And then he had her, you know, bringing in contraband and illegal things and things of that nature. So basically he was asking me, is that really real? Does that really happen? My answer would be, you bet your bottom dollar it happens. Now, one may ask, why would anyone jeopardize their job, possibly their freedom, for an inmate? That's a good question. That's a very, very valid question. My thing is this. We're all human beings, right? Now, let me put this disclaimer out there. I'm not speaking of all women, okay? I'm not speaking of all women, but there are some. So I'm only speaking in regard to the ones that have or possibly will do something like this. You're going into a male's prison, all male's prison, whether it's a kiddie camp. And I don't really like to refer to camps as kiddie camps, so let me take that back. Let me rewind. Whether it's a camp in which you have low-level inmates that in most likelihood are not going to run off and not going to commit any violent acts or, you know, things of that nature, or an actual prison. People are people. So regardless if someone's locked up, everybody has eyes. You see what I'm saying? Everybody has eyes. So think about this. You're a female correction officer. And it's not always correction officers. Let me put that out there as well. Sometimes, it's anybody on the staff. It could be in the canteen. It could be in the administration building. It could be the nurse's office. Oh, my God. It really goes down in the nurse's office. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily have to be a female correction officer. And when I say female, I say that with all due respect. All due respect. So, you coming into work every day, and let's just say this is a small, so you got about 1,000 people on the yard. You're seeing all of these guys, white guys, black guys, Mexican guys. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your desires are, or whatever you prefer, you're seeing these type of guys. Dudes are working out all day long. Working out 2 or 3 times a day. Walking around with their shirts off. When you come into the dorm to do count or to just do your regular walkthrough, you seeing guys walk around with no shirts on. At some point, somebody's going to see something that they like. And it's one of those things to where if an inmate feels like he has your attention, he's going to be relentless. He's not going to stop. Now, when I say relentless and that he's not going to stop, I mean it's going to be small conversation. So you all catch eyes. Hey, how you doing today? I'm fine. That's where it starts. Next day. Hello, Miss, I'll just use Johnson. I'm just using that as a totally fictitious name. Hello, Miss Johnson. How you doing today? I'm fine. Even though she's not really showing you a whole lot of attention, you feel like that you actually have her attention. So you continuously, it's a mind game. So you continuously, Miss Johnson, how you doing today? So you're trying to break that barrier, that wall. After all, she is a correction officer. She can't get caught up, talking and flirting and messing with inmates. So you catch her eventually, maybe in the guard's tower. And you go in there, you make an excuse up. Yeah, Miss Johnson, I came in to, I need the iron. You go in, you give her your ID. She gives you the iron. You iron, you end up bringing the iron back. Thank you, Miss Johnson. How you do? You doing okay today? Everything fine? Yeah, I'm okay. You sure? I mean, no disrespect, Miss Johnson, but you seem kind of down today. I mean, usually you upbeat, you smiling, you walking around and everything okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But thank you for asking. You sure? I mean, no disrespect. I'm not trying to, cross my boundary. I'm just, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. But thank you for asking. Now, in your mind, you thinking about that conversation all night long. You laying in your rack thinking about that conversation all night long. Relatively minute conversation. But you're plotting in your mind like, man, how can I, you feel me? How can I, maneuver my way in a little bit closer? Next day comes, she's off work. Next day comes, let's just say she doesn't work your dorm. So you don't see her for a while. You don't see her for a few days or perhaps even a week because they rotate the officers. So just because you work one dorm today, you may not work that dorm again for another week, 2 weeks sometimes. So you finally see Miss Johnson again. Hey, Miss Johnson, where you been at? I was wondering where you was. I've been okay. I was just over in, dorm 3. You're in dorm 1. I was over in dorm 3 and they had me over there. Then I was off a couple of days. Okay. I see you smiling today. You got your regular smile back, Yeah, I was just kind of going through some things last, when I seen you last. Oh yeah, what? I mean, what's you? But you good now? Is everything okay? Yeah, I just, some things was going on at home, and I mean, what's? I don't want to be intrusive, if you will, but I mean, what was going on? That's how it starts. That's how it starts. It's already started, actually. But now you feel like you really, really have her attention. Now it moves to, I like your hair, Miss Johnson. When you see her the next time, I like your hair, Miss Johnson. Man, I really need to get it done. You like, yeah, man, it looks nice to me. Man, what's that perfume you got on? No disrespect. I'm not trying to, but I just noticed that, you got on a different fragrance. And it starts off really, really small like that. Next thing you know, you're feeling the confidence to take it to the next level as far as verbally. Miss Johnson, I don't want to be once again, I don't want to be intrusive. I mean, are you married or anything? I mean, you're, no disrespect, you're an attractive young lady. I mean, you think so? And boom. From that point on, in his mind and the inmate's mind, you all in some sort of relationship. Because I'm gonna tell you about an inmate. When you're around dudes all the time, and I was never like this, but when you're around dudes all the time, it's like a female, once again, no disrespect, a female correction officer can just simply smile at you, wave at you, hey, how you doing today? And you just automatically think she wants you. Man, I done met so many dudes that, man, I'm telling you, man, she wants me. Every time she comes in here, man, she's looking at me. And she ain't no more paying you no mind. She's just a friendly person and spoke to you and smiled. She smiles at everybody. But the example that I just gave you, that's typically how it happens. Then the next thing you know, why don't you let me get your phone number? As time goes on, she's going to figure out a way to communicate with you, with the inmate, but she's not going to use a real phone number. She can't, give them the real phone number. She's going to have to go get a second line, and they can't mention anything about anything over the phone. So now they're writing each other. She's anonymous. Now, now, they're talking on the phone, but no mentionings of her working there. So the administration, they definitely monitor your phone calls. They monitor your letters. They monitor your emails. But it's never mentioned that she works at the prison. It's just as though she's just, someone else that he's communicating with. Then he goes from that to, hey, why don't you meet me here? I've been locked up for a long time. Why don't you meet me in this closet? Sometimes you may be in a situation where I've seen situations to where, guys have their own rooms. They're in the honor dorm, so they have their own rooms, their own cells. She's working third shift. She don't get off till 7 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. She slides in his room. 10, 15 minutes, she's right back out. Nobody ever missed her. And it goes from that to, what are you doing? I seen you talking to this other inmate, man. I mean, what's up with that, man? Oh, no, I was just talking to him. Yeah, but I'm saying, man, you shouldn't even be talking to other dudes, man. I've seen it go to that. Now, every guy's not like that, but I've actually seen that. No, none of these things are me. I've never dealt with the correction officer or administration when I was incarcerated, because I was just too afraid. You know what I mean? My whole goal when I got locked up, I was trying to get out. I ain't got no time to be getting caught up. It's called pursuing. When you get charged with pursuing, they're gonna lock you up in the hole. Ain't no telling how long you gonna sit in there while you're under investigation. Then they're gonna ship you. Ain't no telling where they're gonna ship you at. Then wherever you're going, you're gonna go right back to the hole. You see what I'm saying? Once you get found guilty, you're gonna do probably 60 days in the hole, if not longer. I was always just trying to come home. Did some people say some things to me? Absolutely, yes. Yes, just keeping it real, man. Calling a spade. But I never acted on it because I just didn't trust it. I knew somebody would say something. Somebody's always going to say something. A hater's going to say something. Somebody's meddling is going to be watching you all's interaction, you all's eye contact, even though you may not say anything. So I just felt like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You see what I'm saying? So it goes from, like I was saying, it goes from, sneaking in the room and, they're doing their thing or whatever, time to time. Now he's like, listen, man, I need you to bring me this in. My people is a phone number. Call my people on the street. You see what I'm saying? And I need you to bring this in to me. Oh, no, I can't do that. I'm not trying to lose my job. Nah, ain't nobody gonna know. Just do this for me, okay? Plus, you do this for me, man. You're gonna make an extra $500, $600, $700 a week. All I gotta do is just bring it. All you gotta do is just bring this to me. My people are gonna hit you with the money or whatever. $500, $600, $700 a week, every week. The next thing you know, she's bringing in, I need a cell phone. I need, so she's bringing in any and everything that he's wanting. He's manipulating her mind. You're beautiful today. How you doing today? He's showing her attention. A lot of these guys, not all guys, but a lot of these guys, man, even if she had a dude at home, man, once they comfortable and you all been together for a while, they're not asking you how your day went. They're not telling you that your hair is beautiful. They're not telling you that you smell nice and that I missed you, and just living life, man. A lot of people are just living. Not everybody, but a lot of people are just living. So she's getting that attention from an inmate that has nothing to do but sit around and think about and plot on this female CO, respectfully. Once again, he's in her mind now. So she's bringing in, whatever he's needing her to bring in. She's bringing him food, McDonald's, Wendy's, steaks, whatever. Whatever she can actually bring in without causing attention. Next thing you know, I'm sorry, you all. I know I paused a little bit. There's a car behind me in my driveway. Next thing you know, you see her being walked off the yard. That's what they do. When a correction officer is fired, they walk you off the yard. And that's the talk of the yard. Man, Miss Johnson just got walked off the yard. And sometimes they walk you off the yard in cuffs. It's never good to be walked off the yard. But it's definitely not good to be walked off the yard in handcuffs, obviously. If you walked off the yard in handcuffs, that means they got you doing something. They definitely got you doing something. They got you doing something illegal. You walked off. They're going to take you to the county jail. They're going to book you. Now you have a charge. Typically, it's possession of contraband. Bringing contraband into dangerous contraband into a state facility. Now you charged with a felony. You facing jail time, obviously. All from a simple hello. How you doing today? It's crazy. It's crazy the way that things happen. In that situation, you would think that an individual would just keep things cool. Don't ask her to bring anything in. You're already doing wrong. Why you want to try to ruin this young lady's life? She gets caught up because she feels like she's in love. Next thing you know, she's in the county jail, facing felony charges. All because she felt like she was in love. You could have just did your thing with her, kept everything cordial, kept everything, under wraps, never said a word to anybody. And then when you all, once you got out, you could have, pursued her at that point as far as anything serious. But you had to have her, bring in, and that's what they call it when you locked up, man. They say, man, make sure she bringing that bag in. Get her to bring that bag in. And not everybody, but a lot of times, that's typically the goal. Once you meet somebody, whether she's in the cafeteria or the chow halls, what you call it in prison, whatever, you're trying to get her to bring it at sack in. You want to bring that sack in. You need a phone, and you need to bring that sack in. Because you're going to make big money. You're going to make big money. You got somebody bringing you, that sack, and you make you a couple $1,000s a week easily. Probably more than that. Just depends on the circumstances and the situation. So hopefully that answered your question. It definitely happens. And it's not always correction officers. Like I said, sometimes it's somebody in the administration building. A lot of times it's someone in the nurse's office. Oh my God. Dudes is looking for reasons to go to see the nurse. Oh, I'm not feeling good today. Looking for reasons. These beautiful, attractive young ladies that work in prisons. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. And like I said, you got dudes, they working out all day long. They physiques and dudes do that. When they know a woman's on, oh man. When they know that it's a female officer working, they're going to walk around in the dorm with their towel on. They're going to wait a certain time to take a shower, because you got certain prisons to where the showers are open showers. You have some that are not, but you have some that are open showers to where if the correction officers walks past the shower, they can literally see you in the shower. Dudes is timing it, knowing exactly what time she does her walkthrough. So he's going to be in the shower. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Or he's going to be in the dorm. If they're dorms or if they're rooms or whatever. He didn't time it, so he know what time she's walking through. He's going to be in there without his shirt on, probably in his boxer shorts. It's all type of game, man. All type of game. I personally wouldn't want my woman working in a prison. I'm just going to keep it real. But I've been there, and I know exactly how it works. So me personally, I wouldn't want my woman working in a male prison. But that's just me. So again, hopefully I answered your question. If you ever find yourself working in a prison as a young lady, and this goes for males too. Don't get me wrong. This definitely goes for males too. But this particular video is about young ladies, women, correction officers. Be mindful, and don't get yourself caught up. Don't get and throw your whole life away over somebody that's probably not even gonna stay with you once they get out anyway. Not saying that he won't, because I've seen some love stories. Dudes get out, they get married, and still together to this day. I've seen that. But I've also seen guys just using her for whatever he can use her for, and then when he get out, he's right back to his wife or his baby mama or whoever he's with. Just don't get yourself caught up. Real Kids TV. Hopefully you liked the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that post notification anytime I bring you this action and see. Guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it.